Class, what's the first thing I need to do?
Find the degrees.
Okay, so we're going to make sure it's in factored form. They're factored. And now I'm going to find a basic graph. Class, what's the highest degree for this one?
2.
X squared. And this one will just be what?
1.
X, or x to the first. And if you multiply, what do you get?
3.
X to the third power.
Which means
Class, is that odd or even?
odd.
And what's the easiest odd that we know? X to the first. What does that look like? It's a line. Starts down, ends up. So our graph's going to do the same. It's in factored form. I found the basic graph. What's next?
Multiplicity.
Let's do the multiplicity. To do the multiplicity, I'm going to have to do what?
Make it equal 0.
So we're going to have to do the zero product rule. If this says x minus 4, then x is equal to
Plus 4.
positive 4. Class, what's the degree here? So I'm looking at the outside there, degree of 2. And is 2 an odd or an even? And you're going to kiss. Class, the other x value is? So again, you're just kind of setting those zero product rule. Basically means you set it equal to 0, each one of those, right? And you just solve for x. So x equals negative 1. What's our degree there?
1.
So there's nothing there, so it is a 1. Odd or even? Kiss or shoot through? Let's draw a graph. I want to model something as I do this. Let's just say you have your x values. If they are crunched up, you can always count by 2's, right? Half, then 1, 1.5, 2. Does that make sense? Give yourself plenty of space. You don't want it smushed. So I have x equals 4. Write the number 4. And x equals negative 1. And then I'm going to have an arrow to the left of your furthest left one, so that would be negative 1. And then I'm going to end up, so remember going from left to right, so I have one up here. Class, what happens at negative 1?
Shoot through.
So we're going to go through it. And you can also find your y-intercept if you wanted another point. So 0. 0 minus 4 is?
Negative 4.
Negative 4 times squared.
16.
And then 0 plus 1 is 1. 1 to the first power, and 1 times, what did you guys say? So this graph actually goes way up there. So, I don't know, put something way up there. That's what's happening. Something way up there, right? And then, as I approach 4, what's going to happen?
You gotta kiss it so you can like everything.
It's going to bounce off. It's going to bounce off the x-axis. So my graph's going to look something like that. Take out your calculators. Let's go ahead and look at our calculator and see what this looks like. So make sure to use your parentheses. X minus 4 squared. Times quantity x plus 1. Then I'm going to press zoom 6. And I have all the space on the left side, so I'm going to go ahead and change my x values here on the window. I'm going to change it to like something like -3, maybe like x equals 6. I also notice up here that my graph's getting cut off, so I can change a higher y value, but I also can shorten up the y values on the minimum. So x value maybe like -2. Notice how I'm just going to the left of my graph. Over here, maybe 5 or 6. The y values we didn't need too much, so -5. Y max we already calculated it to be 16. So you can go a little bit higher than 16, maybe 20. And I'll count by 5s. And if you press graph, we've actually changed the window of our graph. And there you can see the shoot through goes through 16 and then comes down, kisses off of 4, and then continues on towards positive infinity. Okay, so the goal of us doing multiplicity here is actually to graph this without the calculator. So that is our goal by Friday, so that you're confidently graphing a polynomial without a calculator.